Hello and welcome to the Watering Hole. Thanks for checking out this clip. Don't forget to like and subscribe because that'll make the baby Jesus cry, and I know how much you guys love making the baby Jesus cry. Moving on to some tweets. Serious will be back eventually. So I've found some nasty people on Blue Sky. Now, because of Blue Sky culture, I've basically took these screenshots and then I blocked them. So that's the thing that happens on Blue Sky is you just block people that are pains in the ass instead of engaging with them, which is kind of nice, actually. Oh, here we go. Sirius coming back. There we go. Admit. There we go.
Are you back?
I'm trying.
There we go. There we go. There we go. Hi.
Hi. I don't even know what the fuck happened there.
I love you too.
All of my... Did you use a roofie on me?
I don't think so. Did you use a roofie on me? Because I'm not going to remember any of this tomorrow.
No, I handed you a magic deck. They're kind of different.
Yeah,
but
so
you do lose around the same amount of time.
I don't fucking remember what the name of the deck that you gave me was because like I played that once and then I was like, I need to buy another deck.
Oh, the tokens starter deck.
Sure.
Token Triumph, Amira.
Oh, god damn it. Hats. More hats.
Yeah, but
let's go with
okay.
Let's go with communist hats because all my alcohol is belong to us.
Let me see. Can I be online now? Is that a thing I'm allowed to be? I don't even know what the fuck happened. We were talking and then all of my monitors cut off and the computer restarted. No blue screen, no nothing.
I got the message that you sent me with all of your monitors turned off before you disconnected. So it's just like, why are you sending me a picture of your setup?
So the monitors, I guess the monitors all blinked out before before everything shut off then.
No,
that's even weirder.
Starm is asking what's my Blue Sky. It's at vicerhino.bluesky. whatever the fuck.
Social. Vice Rhino official.
Vice Rhino. No, not official. It's just Vice Rhino.
No, you've got to do the official so you can shit on Matt Powell about
Alex Jones does the. Oh yeah, Matt Powell does the official. Anyway, so this was Baldwin on bluesky.social. They are now blocked by me. I've been having fun. I've been having fun with the block button on Blue Sky. It's been great. Are you daddies excited for Black Friday? I am. Okay, fun fact about Black Friday. I accidentally scheduled my Raycon ad to come out on the week that my Surfshark ad was supposed to come out. And then I was like, oh shit. Whatever. Surfshark will be good. They'll be okay delaying a week or whatever. But then as soon as I realized that I had double booked them, I got an email from Surfshark being like, hey, we want to do a thing for Black Friday. So could you delay a week? I was like, yes, sure.
Perfect.
I will delay a week on purpose for you because you asked me, not because I accidentally double booked. So, and I did have one person that asked me like, oh, I would pay money to hear your real review of the Raycons, which are the, they've got their little protective case or whatever. I don't like that they got rid of the physical buttons that they've gotten for capacitive. I get that they did that because now it's more waterproof and dustproof and whatever. But I liked the real buttons. Aside from that, I'm not an audiophile. They sound fine. I know that Raycons have a bad reputation for sound quality. They're fine for me.
They have a bad reputation for sound quality amongst audiophiles.
Yeah, but
not amongst normal people.
So I can tell that they're not great, but they're good enough for me. But what I do with them is listen to podcasts, people talking. I don't care about the fucking EQ. As long as I can understand the words that they're saying, it's fine. And like, realistically, I've had enough wine that you guys are probably having a hard time understanding the words that I'm saying more than like would be affected by the Raycons or whatever. So like, I do get like they're having people in the comments being like, oh, well, like Raycons are like not good for audio quality. Like, Yeah, no, they're not. If you actually watch my ad, I didn't say anything about audio quality because I know that they have a bad reputation for that, but I don't fucking care because I'm not an audiophile. They're fine for me.
I have been informed also. I had a second to look at my Discord because everything shat the bed. I've been informed by staff that if the graphics card gets funded to 50% by the end of the night, then they will draw a threesome of me, you, and Gary the Gay Unicorn.
Oh, do it. Fuck it. Do it. I want to see that threesome.
I've been informed that a threesome is on the table, not that my consent is part of it.
It's fan art. Your consent doesn't matter. It's just art.
Gideon says it's already Splinter Ryan. It's at Throne, but according to Gideon, it's already at 50%.
Okay.
Oh, it is
Come
already
on,
at 50%.
Do it.
Huh.
This is our threesome, comrade. Check the throne. I don't know what that means, Rovi Learn. I don't know what check the throne means.
It's you hit ! throne on my stream.
Okay.
That's what it is. It's a thing that I put in there. But now I've been informed that it doesn't matter. It's already happened. The gay sex.
Yes, threesome with me, Cirrus, and whatever the fuck.
Put the
Gary the
in
gay
the
unicorn.
Skin, else it gets the dick again.
Do it.
Splinter Ryan says, but Dono also. Wait, is there other stuff that I have to? So if you guys send me Dono money, then that's gonna go to power supply because I think I'm just gonna fucking hit both sides of this. I'm gonna take Rhino's advice and also put in the card that might have fewer power issues. I'm gonna do both of those things.
Absolutely, 100%.
Fucking. This is frustrating. This happened last night too, where everything shat the bed in the middle of stream, but it wasn't the computer restarting. This time it was the computer restarting. I don't know what it's going to be next time. I'm having fun. I appreciate the dono. I appreciate the dono.
Okay, so Rovi Learn is saying thronegifts.com/u/Cirrus. Sure. I'm going to assume that that's your thing.
That's the throne thing.
Sure.
That's where people can do the thing. It's already funded enough for the gay sex though, so we're done. We did it.
We love the gay sex over here on the watering hole.
Gay sex is already there.
You make all the gay porn of me and Cirrus doing all the stuff. I fully approve. And my approval is a tacit Cirrus approval as well.
I love that my consent is never part of this. It's just yeah. You know what? They'll put their wieners in each other.
We don't always have wieners in the fan art.
Not always. Sometimes I've got both. Sometimes I got both. I don't.
Both is better.
Both is better. There's two holes in a shaft for controlling them.
I've been having fun on Blue Sky. When people put a block list, I will take a screenshot before I block all the people, but I have been blocking all the people because it's fun to block people on Blue Sky. But Baldwin says, we're at a point where leftists are only willing to get along with people if they unconditionally accept every aspect of their worldview. I don't need you to unconditionally accept it. I just need you to not discriminate against it.
Accept that my partner deserves to live.
Yeah.
And then shut the fuck up. There's my
people
stuff.
That are alive have the right to life. Boom. Done. You don't need to approve of it. You just need to shut up. Shut the fuck up.
Silence is golden.
They use terms like "we support basic human rights" to guilt others to keeping any opposing views silenced. If you oppose basic human rights, that's a you problem. You can fuck all the way off with opposing basic human rights. The last 12 years have left like the goddamn Red Scare. I don't know what that's even supposed to... I don't even know what they're trying for at that point.
I don't know either. I think what they're doing is they're doing the thing where they've watched Sargon or Quartering or some shit.
Being gay is communism.
Like they're just doing the
That's-
thing where they've listened to some right-wing pundit tell them that the left doesn't like it when they, I don't know, eat cinnamon bagels or some shit. And then they're going, we can't do this basic thing, as they do the basic thing. It's usually talking. They're usually saying they're not allowed to talk, but they tell us they're not allowed to
is
talk.
using slurs.
And it is yeah, it's using slurs as well. And like, I can use slurs too. If you give me a time machine, I can go back to when idiot was a slur, and I'll just say idiot a lot. Like that's fine. But it's not helpful.
Okay.
You also have to ask yourself the question of why do you need to say that word so much?
I'm just going to point out I've got my bot saying send food, why not? Treat stream dot whatever. I've never once had anyone send me food. Not saying I'm hungry right now, but
Morbius of Corral says, no, you want to force society to validate you? Validate in which way? Because, like, there's nothing...
So you don't need to validate trans people. You just need to not be like, hey, you don't have the right to exist.
Oh, I see. This person said that's why you punked off to Blue Sky. Ah, I see. It's a piece of shit in the chat. Okay, cool. Let's play the fun game. Let's play the fun game. So what does it cost you? What does it cost you to validate somebody's identity?
Absolutely nothing.
All right, cool. Now, what does it cost?
Absolutely nothing.
What does it cost them when you are cruel to them?
Absolutely everything.
Cool. So if we are trying
one of the things I've been researching is like, in addition to it causes mental health problems leading to things like suicide, there's also discrimination can cause PTSD. So like,
yeah,
it's the same as being in a war situation where you end up with PTSD. Like
the question you have to ask yourself, genuinely, to become a better person, ask yourself, what kind of a world do you want to create? The one where the world is cold and cruel, or the one where the world gets better? And if your answer is not the second one, get the fuck out of my chat and choke on a hot dog, rancid as possible. If your goal is to make the world a better place, a happier place, a safer place, then together we can work on whatever the fuck is wrong with you.
Go to therapy, essentially.
Therapy can help. It can definitely help. I am not a therapist, but I am a person who used to be very transphobic, used to be very homophobic, used to be very racist at a much younger age. I broke that one way faster. Used to be a very conservative Christian, and used to be very abusive. I went to therapy for that. But go ahead and ban me, silence me like you do everyone who disagrees with you. Oh, if it's your fetish, then I'll just go ahead and do it. If it's the thing that gets you horny,
I had a fucking comment on one of my channels. So in one of my recent videos, I just made an offhanded comment about how Trump is an open fascist who is an adjudicated rapist, blah blah whatever. I did the whole like summarize Trump's character in 2 seconds or whatever. This person wrote like this long ass screed. I'm not going to pretend that I read it. I just hid that person from my channel. But I did take it. I did take a video of me scrolling through it just so I could show how fucking long it was. But I'm like, yeah, no, I am glad that you wasted probably an hour or two of your life writing that out. And I just was like, goodbye, click. I didn't read it. Fuck you.
Yeah. Morbius of Krell, whoever you are, whoever you happen to be, I don't care. But if it's a ban you want, then fine. I'm going to go ahead and hide you from the channel.
Bye-bye.
You basically specifically requested
Bye-bye
it.
now.
Instead
Bye-bye.
of
we don't miss
answering
you.
my question, instead of answering my question about whether or not your goal was to make the world a better place or if it was to make the world worse, more cruel, etc. Instead, you decided to be a child and go, no, if you're gonna silence me like everyone else. Yeah,
No, you're just not adding anything to the conversation. Fuck off. We don't care.
I asked, it's the same thing as when I finally banned Falcon Fan. Every time Falcon Fan came in with the fucking...
Oh, too bad.
Every time Falcon Fan came in with the fucking Trump did nothing wrong shit, I would say, okay, cool. What's one thing people claim that he did wrong that you think was actually a correct thing? Like, if you're gonna make those statements, then just back them up. It's all I ask. It's an easy thing. If you're a fan of this thing, like I'm a fan of Sonic the Hedgehog, okay? If you ask me about a lore thing in Sonic, I can just fire it off the hip, super easy. I assume that Trump's fans can do the same thing. And yet, for some fucking reason, they never know any of the shit he's ever fucking done. It's
because
so
he hasn't
weird.
done anything. Anyway, Gwenome82 says, I've tried, but it always says nothing's open here. I assume that's the thing where you can buy me food or whatever. I don't know. That's probably a me problem. I probably didn't set it up properly. And that's probably why nobody's ever bought me anything.
Falcon Fan crying while holding a photo of service.
Probably.
Like, it's the thing. I would rather people come into my stream and have a differing opinion, and either they can learn or I can learn from them. That's my ideal.
I will be right back.
Okay. But if your goal is to come in and just be... I also gave you moderating stuff, Ravi. You have that now. If your goal is to come in and just make things worse for everybody around, then I don't understand why I have to deal with that. It's if somebody came into your house and did that, you wouldn't go, oh, you're just kicking me out because you can't handle debate. No, you would accept like a fucking adult that somebody doesn't want you in their house for whatever reason. It's their fucking house, not yours. My stream is my house. My viewers are my guests. You be a cock to my guests, I'm going to be a cock to you. Simple as that. Simple as that. Sad Wolverine meme with Falcon Fan picture service. See, that's the thing. I wanted Falcon Fan to improve as well. That's what I wanted. Never gonna happen. Never gonna happen. Okay, while he's gone, let's talk about Sonic lore. Who could possibly be the president during the Ark's reconstruction? Oh, it's Reagan. So we know that it has to be Reagan or a Reagan adjacent person because we know that the...
You know I'm not gone, right?
Well, you're back now, but I'm still answering the question in my chat, so have fun. But we know it has to be a Reagan adjacent person because the catalyst for making Shadow the Hedgehog was the AIDS epidemic. And we know that the AIDS epidemic only got as bad as it did because of things under Reagan and Nixon. So whoever the president was, they are at least a Ronald Reagan type person during that era. They have to be. It only makes sense.
Fennec wants to know if I brought enough snacks for everyone. The answer is no. I brought enough snacks for me. I drank a whole fucking bottle of wine. Smoking Loon. It's it tastes like the kind of wine that doesn't tell you what year it was made in, but tells you what year the winery was established.
Established in 2012.
2000,
trendy micro
2002,
wine.
actually.
Oh, I was 10 years off. Fair enough. Gideon Wells says, makes sense. Death Star program, the Arc Eclipse Cannon. Yeah, no, the Space Colony Arc's Eclipse Cannon is just the United States Death Star program. That's all it is. Like, there's so much of the fucking Sonic lore is just this shit happened in real life, but now there's blue hedgehogs.
We haven't even gotten to the second fucking tweet, Cirrus.
You went and took a piss. What do you want from me?
I didn't take a piss. I got snacks.
That's the same thing as taking a piss to the viewers.
Piss comes later.
You took forever. They counted.
I didn't take that long.
Tell it to Puddles.
She's out with Tamika. No, I mean Heidi. Fuck. I didn't dox anyone. Moving on. Chenk says, I'm going to make my boldest prediction yet. I think at least half of Trump's base are actual populists, and they will challenge him if he goes awry. No one on the left will believe me. They think everyone MAGA is in a cult and will follow Trump no matter what. I disagree. So he thinks that people are actually going to try and hold Trump to account for shit.
No, they're not going to fucking do that. They didn't do it last time. They didn't do that shit last time. Also, Cenk, I'm sorry, but everybody in MAGA is a cult. That is not to say every Republican is a cult member, but people have this really weird fascination with saying that the two are the same things. They are not the same things. You can be Republican and not be MAGA.
Yep. They just don't do very well right now.
You can also be MAGA and not be Republican, because that shit's a thing too. Fucking accelerationists are a thing.
But then Kevin Sorbo comes in and pretends like he hasn't been sucking Trump's dick this whole time. He says, yep, we only want America first. If Trump, I assume he means derails instead of details that. So if Trump derails that, he's gone. No, Kevin.
How are you going to make him gone? By what metric?
He has been sucking his dick this entire time when Trump has been actively saying things that are like against Kevin Sorbo's positions. But he has been pro-Trump this entire time.
Like Kevin Sorbo hasn't. If I did a search for Kevin Sorbo and search for Trump, I guarantee you I'm never going to find any actual salient criticisms. I'm going to find him talking about criticisms. So like when leftists said that we want Biden because he's not Trump, but we'll hold Biden to the fire. Do you remember what happened when Biden made the railway workers work? You remember what happened? Every leftist got fucking pissed at him. You know what happened every time that he gave a lukewarm stance on Gaza? Every fucking leftist got pissed at him. We actually did hold the old fart to the fire. MAGA doesn't fucking do that.
You know how many tweets I decided not to include because the fucking Gaza versus Israel thing is depressing? Where it was Palestinians who voted for Trump and are now like, oh, I can't believe Trump is going to be worse for Gaza than Biden or Harris would have been. So many of them.
Because they believe the propaganda.
Obviously, Trump will be worse for Gaza than Biden or Harris. Yes, Biden and Harris fucking suck in that regards. I would much rather have Bernie in charge or whatever. Like, but like, you have the choice between we're going to try and at least make it not be an entire genocide versus fuck Israel all the way because Israel. Like, yeah, both options fucking suck, but one of them is better than the other one. And there were Gazans, like, not Gazans, there were Palestinians, like people who have reason to want, like, they have like personal connections to people that live in the Gaza Strip, that live in Palestine, that voted for Trump because they want to shake things up. But Trump is going to be fucking terrible for that.
Also, shake things up isn't a salient political stance.
It's not, but it seems to be what wins, like, since 2008. Since Obama. Like, Obama won.
Change.
Based on saying, change. I'm going to shake things up. Then Trump won, saying, I'm going to shake things up. Then Biden won because we all realized Trump was a piece of shit. But then Trump came back and said, I'm going to shake things up. And he won again. So, yeah. Sorry for depressing you on that one.
You're good.
So, Elon Musk retweeted Trump's announcement. Like, Trump said he's going to impose a 25% tariff on Mexican and Canadian goods, which is hilarious because where does the States get most of their eggs from? Canada. And the price of eggs was like the meme thing in this election. So, yeah, y'all's egg prices are going up by at least 25% if Trump actually does this.
Egg prices won Trump the election, and it's sad.
But what's hilarious here is that Musk seems to think that fentanyl will be subject to tariffs. It's like, no, that's not how illegal drug trafficking works. Like that's not how any of this works.
Damien says egg prices don't affect me. Yeah, because you have my chickens. I gave you my chickens. So yeah, egg prices don't affect you. You have your chickens and my chickens.
Yeah, I don't know what this means. I don't know what this is going to mean for the Canadian economy. But like Trump is basically promising to torpedo NAFTA entirely. And that's just going to be bad for everybody. Because NAFTA has been good for everybody.
Zamian says those chickens have been eaten. Yeah, don't tell my mom that. As far as she knows, they are living their best life.
They're at a farm upstate.
They're at a farm upstate, which is technically true. They're in a farm upstate.
Mm-hmm. It's the circle of life. Or something. But yeah, it's just fucking scary that Elon Musk is going to be in charge of government shit.
Look, hearing about friends of ours who work doing government shit and hearing how he's talked about in the United States government is already fucking spooky.
Mm-hmm.
If I have to hear one more Mr. Musk story.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know how much of that I'm allowed to share, but absolutely, it's terrifying.
Yeah, that's why I'm not going any further into that either. It's just it's spooky.
But also, like, he thinks the price of fentanyl will rise because of these tariffs. Does he think that the
thing
fentanyl
that's being illegally brought in the first place and manufactured here too?
Does he think that the people bringing fentanyl in are declaring it? Like, no, obviously not. This is just going to raise the price of normal goods.
Yep.
And it's stupid.
Sidebar,
when Trump doesn't know what the fuck a tariff is.
When you grabbed snacks, I grabbed the bag of tomato basil pizza crisps I got at Costco yesterday.
Nice.
God, these things are tasty.
They sound tasty.
I'm glad they sound tasty.
So Elon Musk posted a picture of Leonidas with his shield up. And X is the shield. And it's defending free speech.
Yeah, but it's showing all the people who, like, fucked each other before they went into war.
Well, what I find funny about this is that, like, X is the shield, but Leonidas is the person that's holding up the shield. So it's free speech that is holding up the shield that is X. But Elon Musk is doing his best to, like, degrade it and make it not work properly. So it's like free speech is the vulnerable thing that X is actually not defending.
Look, they're not good at metaphors, okay?
No, they're not.
They're not. Also, I'm just going to say this right now. If anytime you label your platform as the free speech platform, that's just a red flag to minority groups.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it's become now.
Blue Sky is so much better. Like, I don't get depressed when I'm scrolling Blue Sky.
Yeah, you know what's really cool about Blue Sky? The fact that when I'm looking at the feed, it doesn't refresh halfway through, killing the thing I'm looking at.
Yes. Like, was that really such a hard thing to implement? Obviously not.
It's so helpful.
And also, you can actually cater your feed. Be like, hey, these are the people that I'm following. These are the people that the algorithm might recommend to me. Those are different feeds. You can choose which one you want. As opposed to, hey, these are the people that paid $8 a month. So you must see them, whether you like them or not.
Lord of Uskalak actually has a good point. I think the free speech is supposed to be the spear. So nothing's holding up X.
Yeah, no, the meme just doesn't make sense. I see somebody redeemed a hats 28 minutes ago. I don't remember if I did that one, so I'm just gonna put the wizard hat on just in case. So this is for you, Hamathurk 1G. I don't know how to say your name. I'm sorry. Oh. This was fun.
Hello.
I think my anonymous source sent me this one. And
That
it's
is
just
fantastic.
Yeah, here's Lucy.
Are you starting to warm up on her, or do you still think that
No,
she's the
I
spawn
think
of
she's
Satan?
fucking creepy. This is actually much less creepy because she doesn't have the fucking like eldritch horror in her pupil.
Did you show the picture that Pernia did of us together as as Lucy?
I think so. I don't remember.
We've got the blood.
Send it to me, and I'll Gesture for $5 says they also say that you use the shield of faith to defend the faith. They are not logical. Yeah. So yeah, send me that again, and I will tell you whether or not I've seen it before.
Sure. Give me just a second to actually find my chat with
One
Pernia.
Mississippi. That was 1 second.
It was 1 second. You're right. Look at you. You can count. That's so cool.
Sometimes I can count.
Sometimes.
I drank a whole fucking bottle of wine. It's Smoking Loon. It tastes like the kind of wine that tells you what year the winery was established in, rather than what year this harvest was from, because there's no information on this bottle as to what year this wine is from. It's a Zinfandel, I think.
Here we go. Here we go. That's why So I don't know alcohol. That's why Masako made Frieza's spaceship the Zinfandel, because he's a fucking wino. Anyway.
Was he a viced wino, though? It's okay, right now, if they pan the power of anime now. I haven't seen this one, but it looks familiar, so I'm just going to... Oh, I'm gonna add it to the fucking stream. I need to let you control more of this shit because you actually know what you're doing sometimes, I think. Maybe. I don't know. I forgot to uncheck the make visible, but there we go. It's okay, Rhino, we have the power of anime now. With the Eldritch Horror.
You look so uncomfortable with the blood splattered all over your boots, like you don't know what you've done.
Yeah, I mean, that's accurate.
But I know what you've done. I liked it.
I mean, I have... The video that I responded to Father Casey with has a Rhino version of that. As like, normally I have my normal Rhino with the bow tie or whatever, but it has the loose version of Rhino.
The loose version of Rhino?
Not that kind of loose. Like,
oh, okay. That's disappointing.
Okay. Looks like Heidi needs to put Rhino to bed half an hour ago. You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
No, we're getting fun, Rhino.
The bottle of wine is empty. And I was the only one drinking it, so yeah, that's a whole bottle into me.
Is this going to be like the lesson you learned while we were over at GE's house? Drink it fast so you can get the effects.
Well, that's the thing. I'm actually feeling the effects now. So that's what happened when we met with John. I was drinking slowly. I never got buzzed. And then the next morning I felt hungover because I just have a beer occasionally. So you got to drink it fast so you actually get the buzz. So that when you get the hangover, it's like, oh yeah, this is from me getting a little bit drunk. Yeah, well, I don't know if it's worth it, but chat likes to see me drunk. What can I say? Anyway, Kaizen D Assidu as Saidu. I don't know how to say that. So the same people who told you Trump is a fascist engaged in fascism.
When?
Well, because we don't want them to be able to be Nazis publicly. That's fascist, don't you know? The same people who told you Trump is racist engaged in racism. So like
when?
That's hiring black people so that you actually have proportional representation.
Oh, I thought it was when I said that white people can't take anything spicier than black pepper.
I mean, you like spicy stuff. You're white.
Sounds about white.
Yeah. The same people who told you Trump Trump was a liar lied. Okay, but there's a order of magnitude difference there. Like, yeah, everybody lies to a certain extent. Trump lies with every fucking word he says.
Yeah.
Okay, somebody's telling me to drink water. They haven't redeemed to hydrate, but I'll drink water anyway.
I mean, you've drunk enough wine, you really should be drinking water. It can help with the hangover.
I took the antihistamine beforehand. Antihistamine supposedly helps with red wine hangovers. The same people who told you Trump will take away your bodily autonomy took away your bodily autonomy. I think that's trying to get
It
at.
It has to be about abortion.
So I think that's trying to say we want to take away your right to bodily autonomy with regards to abortion, but you took away our right to bodily autonomy with regards to the vaccine that we were never actually forced to take. It was just if we want to participate in society, we need to have been vaccinated, but you actually had a choice.
Yeah, that confuses me.
Oh, apparently somebody redeemed a hydrate that I missed, so I will drink more water.
Also, fun fact, the most libertarian of libertarian asshats, Ayn Rand, was pro-forced vaccinations.
I mean, she also took Social Security in her old age.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that. Don't just look where the finger is pointing, look at who is pointing. I mean, I'm perfectly fine accepting whatever responsibility they put on me as long as they fucking, like, do basic human dignity shit.
Also, saying look at who is pointing, I want to say that could be a salient criticism, but there's a fucking part of me that can't see that without screaming, okay, so we're just doing the genetic fallacy now today, I guess.
Yeah. Van Briggs says, thank you, VR. I just want to be sure you don't fall over during the stream. That would be much more entertaining, though, would it not?
Guys, we're going to get Rhino drunk and also playing Magic on stream, and the game will not be able to complete.
So I have volunteered to Cirrus that I will be his patsy, I guess, for a video of, like, how to teach a noob how to play Magic or something. So.
And before I just take my beginner box and go, okay, today we're using the Magic the Gathering Foundation's beginner's box.
I get to be cats. You can
get
be
to
vampires.
That's entirely fair. I did the cats game when I did my game on my Magic the Gathering channel.
I don't fucking know. Hey, I just know that I can pick it up from whatever fucking store. Remember our conversation where it was like, oh, well, if I go to the store, I have to actually go to the store, but whereas if I go to GameStop, they can just ship it to me. So it turns out Canada Post is on strike. So I ordered it from GameStop, and they were like, yeah, no, we can't ship it to you. Come pick it up.
Huh.
So I have to go to the store either way, but now I'm going to the fucking big box store. Not really big box, but you know what I mean. Like,
yeah. I know what you mean.
Yeah. Anyway, next up we got Martin Caro says, this is straight up pathetic. Conservatives being banned from Blue Sky just for stating facts. By stating facts, I'm going to guess he means discriminating against trans people.
Something gender.
Guaranteed. Yet you see gay porn in this site, and the woke mods don't do anything about it, but rather encourage it. There's a difference between, hey, I'm seeing a dick in a butt, and I want to see a dick in a butt, and so that's okay, and that's okay with the terms of service, and I'm telling someone with a dick that they're not actually a woman because I'm anti-trans, and it turns out that trans people exist, and so some women have dicks. Like, those are different things.
Yeah. Like, I just this is one of those things that I get angry about very easily for obvious biased reasons. And I'm
Yeah.
okay with that. I'm generally pretty okay with that.
Well, as someone who is fairly new to this whole, like, I'm a straight leaning pansexual, so like I'll suck a guy's dick, whatever.
Mhm.
I just don't understand the hang up with what equipment people have. Whatever.
I'm
Who fucking
I'm
cares?
just a straight guy and don't like men and realize that the masculine part about men is not the penis. It's the face.
Mm-hmm.
It's the face. I'm sorry. That is the make it or break it for me at the end of the day. It is the
Sure.
face.
Sure. And see, as a straight leaning pansexual, I can understand that. But even with a masculine face, I'll still suck your dick. It's okay.
Look, guys, the drunker Rhino got while I was over at the birthday party, the more times he talked about sucking my dick. It just happened, so
I don't know that I ever did talk about sucking your dick. I did. You tried to give me this crazy Christian side hug before you left. And so my response to that was, if the tips don't touch, it doesn't count. So like we had to do a hug where the tips touched.
man,
But-
I wanted to have this whole bit when I got back where I would just start playing Give Me That Christian Side Hug in the middle of our stream.
Well, that's what you did. Like you were about to leave, and you like gave me this awkward like side hug thing, and was like, you gave me a stronger hug than that when we first met. Like, what the fuck is this? We know each other better now. Let's touch tips.
You said, guys, is it gay to be gay? Splinter says Rhino is
YouTuber.
now gayer than Cirrus.
YouTuber Grudge says Rhino is thirsty. Yeah, no, nothing. Yes, I am gayer than Cirrus. I've told you, I am a straight-leaning pansexual. I am attracted to the female presentation, but I'll suck anyone's dick.
So I would like to start a race to see which one of us can suck more dick, but I'm at an obvious disadvantage.
I'm okay with that race. Let's do it. Let's do it.
I'm at a disadvantage because I, one, have an ace partner, and two, am not attracted to men. So I have a very limited pool of viability for this.
I just need to get my partner's permission, then I'm off. Okay. I don't remember what the fuck this tweet was about, and I don't fucking care. So let's go to Vivek. Ramaswamy says, the fear-mongering has begun, but the real thing we should be afraid of is the loss of self-governance to an unelected bureaucracy, says the guy who is head of a department that is basically entirely unelected bureaucracy.
Yeah. 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 Like, my guy, we live in something very adjacent to an oligarchy. What the fuck are you on about?
Okay. Travis Edrington says, sucking or licking anything is just ew. Counterpoint, sucking or licking anything is just,
Counterpoint, on stream, while we were doing the Scarlet Monastery run, I straight up said, with Saki in the group, oh, I want to lick Inquisitor Whitemane's thighs.
Was Saki
I know what I'm
Inquisitor
about.
Whitemane?
No, she was killing her.
Fennec says, no, you got to do the book talk growl. I don't know what the book talk growl is. Is it something like that? I don't know.
Will is trash in my chat just went,
I think
but
we
that's
might need to
valid.
stop. We're getting our audience too excited. We need to stop.
I think that means we need to continue.
Volpic says, all the single ladies, all the single ladies. God, my partner's gonna kill me.
Like,
She's gonna laugh at me first, but then she's gonna kill me.
Rhino, I'm going to be perfectly honest. Wouldn't you?
Sure. I'm not putting that on stream, not because it's spicy or anything. It's just not actually that
It's
interesting.
not necessary.
It's not necessary. It's sexy lady in the style of a Magic card. Okay.
She was the boss we were killing in World of Warcraft.
Was she? Sure. Why not?
Which I found out that apparently she was so popular, even though she was a nothing boss from a nothing story. I think just because she's hot, she was so popular that Blizzard brought her back by reviving her and turning her into an undead Death Knight so they could just have her in the story again.
I'm not going to pretend she wasn't hot, but like, nothing special.
I think it's also that, like, if you've ran Scarlet Monastery 12 billion times, you're just so used to staring at her, there's a form of Stockholm Syndrome associated with it.
Sure, why not? Anyway, Wendell. We got to get on to Wendell.
No, we don't. We don't really have to do that.
Yes, you do. Wendell says, atheistic claim. God doesn't exist because there is so much evil in the world. Apologetic defense. If you're saying that God doesn't exist but evil does, then you're implying that evil exists independently of God. Therefore, the presence of evil cannot be used as an argument against God's existence. If evil can exist without God, it is not evidence against God.
If evil can exist without God, but the world only exists in the way that God plans, then God planned for evil to exist in the world. Therefore, God's not all good.
I mean, sure, but what I got out of this is evil cannot exist without God, therefore God necessitates evil, therefore your God is evil? Oh, god damn it, I just took the hat off. Why are you doing more hats? Whatever. This is apropos. We've been talking about sexuality, so let's go with my world's okayest bisexual hat. Yeah, I don't know.
Friday's already crazy in my town. It's only Wednesday. Jesus.
Is it only Wednesday? Fuck. And yeah, you know what? I'm actually late with my video. I'm sorry, Piper. But that's because I went to visit you guys in Georgia. Or no, Alabama. I was in Alabama, not Georgia. You live in Georgia.
Yep.
We visited in Alabama.
You'll be coming here next.
Will I?
For some reason, I'll figure something out.
No, you're coming to Canada.
Oh, okay.
We're moving into a house that can actually fit all our kids. So we can also fit, like, trans refugees from the States and make our kids share rooms again.
Fair enough.
So, yeah. No, there are definitely people that that I have offered my basement to as a refuge should they need to. Sirs and Saki are on the list. You're not the only ones. We might have a big old party.
I'm all for big old parties. Look,
like,
I love cooking,
I would rather my new house be new rooms for every kid, but like the way things are going, if I have to be a refugee house, I'm going to be a refugee house. That's just the way it's going to have to be.
Makes sense.
You going to bed? Okay. Mwah. Love you. That's my partner. She's going to bed. Heidi. Her name is Heidi. That's the only name that you heard me call her tonight.
Yep. And the more you bring attention to it.
Yeah. I hope I can figure out my moving arrangements. It's going to take at least a year. Yeah. Well, like I said, there's a few people that I've offered my basement to, and hopefully you don't all take me up on that offer at the same time, but if you do, we'll figure it out.
If you do, then we all have gaming buddies.
Yeah. I mean, you might drive Heidi nuts, and she will kick you all out because she's tired of hearing of magic, but...
She did straight up say, if we all go to breakfast, nobody talks about magic.
She did say that, yeah.
I mean,
Richard Carrier was there. I feel like he wasn't really all into magic at that time. I feel like you're gonna get him there eventually, but...
He is very into game design, and he's very into tabletop. That's a recipe for that shit.
And Godless Granny is adorable. We all love Godless Granny.
She was very smile and nod during all of it.
Yeah. Cuddle Puddles? I think Puddles went to bed with my partner. She likes an early bedtime. Like she gives us dirty looks if we don't go to bed early enough. Oh, not the dog. Okay, okay. I know what a cuddle puddle is when it's not my dog.
It's a cuddle puddle because nobody's cleaned up the mess yet.
No, the cuddle puddle is what you, me, and John were doing in the Apollo
in the
capsule.
Apollo.
Yeah. Oh, that was the last one. Wendell's the last one, so we're done.
We timed it for exactly 11:01 Eastern.
It's 10:43. Oh no, it's
What?
11. Okay, no, never mind. Never mind. It's
What do you have that says 10:43?
my Windows thing. You know how, like, if I switch between different desktops, everything's supposed to be fine, but like
Yeah.
Explorer just freezes. Apparently, it froze at 10:43, which is weird because I don't remember switching desktops at that time. But I mean, I drank a whole bottle of wine. There's going to be a lot that I don't remember.
That's fair.
What kind of wine did you drink? I drank Smoking Loon. It's a Californian wine. It's the kind of wine that they don't tell you what year these grapes were done in, but they tell you the year the winery started. Is established in 2002. So basically, it's cheap, crappy wine. I grabbed it while I was in a rush to get milk this morning because the big kids drank all the milk before the little kids could have their fill. I don't know. It's not terrible, but it's not great.
It just kind of is.
It's a wine. So yeah, thanks for joining us. Who's online that we should raid? That I should raid? Are you still doing stuff after we're done?
I'm still doing stuff after. I'm going to be doing some games with Saki after this.
Let's see. Search and filter. Do I have any suggestions for raids from my Twitch people? I guess I could just raid Cirrus.
You do what you want to do.
I typed in Cirrus and you didn't come up. So I don't know what's going on.
No, we're all fucked then.
There's Cirrus Kata 950.
Who the fuck is that?
I don't know. Following. There we go. Ah, there you are. Oh, Jake's live. Maybe I'll raid Jake.
Jake is live. Jake's great.
Okay, I'll raid Jake. Credits first. As always, fuck off.